All right, guys, you're only going to get two more reminders tonight and tomorrow night's video. Well, maybe Thursday also if I get it done right after the market close. Anyway, just reminding everybody, we've got our next free webinar Thursday, March 1st, 7:30, BYOB. But I am going to be having some drinks, and we're going to be going over 40 things you'll never hear us say about day trading. And it's not just a goofy list about things we're not going to say. Everything behind everything is I think, a fairly valuable lesson. So I think you'll learn something, and we're definitely going to have some laughs. So if you can get registered, I'll put a link in the description to this video right next to the special offers we're running, where there's links, and there's links also to this in the description to this video for all of our free content, all of our free webinars. So the link down there will take you to those as well. All right, anyway, let's go back and start with the SPY. So the SPY had kind of what you call a bearish engulfing day today. It was kind of ugly. We kind of broke out of this range yesterday, started to run a little bit today, and then engulfed all of yesterday's trading to the downside. It doesn't really concern me. We got nice support now from this past week. I'll tell you what, with the market up so high, overall, it's almost like percentage-wise, it's not that big of a day to be up or down 200 points for the Dow, right? That might become somewhat the new norm just as a percentage basis because the Dow's up so much. But anyway, here's what I'm going to be watching on Wednesday. Man, I better double check and make sure tomorrow's Wednesday. It is, okay. I want to have WKHS back on watch, but I would note, it's just kind of coiling here right around this area. I would note that today it only traded 181,000 shares, so it's almost like nobody's watching this thing anymore. So it's a thin stock and it trades terribly, so keep that in mind. Speaking of trading terribly, this tandem kind of does too. But the daily chart's somewhat interesting to me. It had this kind of 3-day run here that took it to the most recent high of 332. Today's high was 330. So over this little kind of flag here, this one could break out and maybe test 4. I mean, it's a pretty good setup. So we definitely want to watch TNDM. NXTD after the gap up yesterday, sold off all day again today. More narrow range today. Looking for and it's got really decent support, not very far from where it closed, right? Nice support right in here. So looking for a turn back up in this one tomorrow. BKD, I just threw it back on watch. I'm not really in love with this chart. Still looking for a bounce. And it seems to just be kind of finding a new range down here after that big sell-off 4 sessions ago. But I had it on bounce watch for today, and there was no setup in it. So I just threw it back on watch tomorrow. MYSZ, a really nice 2.5-day run. Now we're down a few days on declining volume. Another one that's a fairly decent setup for a turn back up tomorrow. PRGO, kind of an ugly day, but it hit the 200-day. And you had some price support where it bounced from back here too. So I'm going to put this, and I also like the fact that back here it hit 80, back here it hit 80. So it might flush the 200-day tomorrow and get down around 80, and then we'll look for an intraday reversal. Remember, I don't hold overnight, so I'm looking for things that might happen tomorrow that I can get some cash, get in and get out, and and be back all in cash before the closing bell. So this is one setup that's kind of interesting to me. PRGO, NIHD. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I wanted to have this one on watch today, and I kind of forgot about it. And then look at this on an intraday basis. Let me get the pre-market off there. Let's see. So today it's just kind of doing nothing, and then all of a sudden you get this volume spike. Kind of meeting our Tokyo trade parameters. Could have got long right there, and I had it on a chart, but I had it on a chart like I have 6 monitors. It was on one off in the upper right-hand corner, and didn't even see it until it was like up here, and then I wasn't going to chase it. So, you know what? I'm kind of questioning whether this should be on watch, because 3 days up in a row into resistance. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep this on a chart for a week or so, but there's no setup for it tomorrow, so keep that in mind. It's extended up into resistance. The letter I is this stock, all right? Went from 350 to over 5 intraday before settling in at 450 on really nice volume for this stock. Going to watch that one tomorrow. LPCN gapped up today out of, I don't know, a month's worth of trading, maybe more. Sellers got a hold of it and pushed it down, but nice volume and still closed above, I would say, at least a month's worth of trading. So I'm going to watch that one for maybe a turn back up tomorrow. And then last I have RLGY, which had pretty nice volume today. And in an ugly, you saw the SPY, the daily candle for the SPY, in an ugly tape, pretty nice relative strength. So that's it. We're going to add gappers to the pre-market list, or in the pre-market to the watch list as well. And I'm sure we'll find a couple decent trades. real quick, I'm going to go over AKER. I keep trying to throw at least one highlight from the day. I'm going over AKER real quick. We had this on watch. Remember I said I liked it over 60 in the video last night coming into today? Well, unfortunately, it ran in pre-market. So it opened, let me get this right, it opened at like 65 cents. So that blew my setup. But great teamwork in the chat. And so it pops, pulls back, takes out the highs, and then does this nice tight flag right at 71 cents. One of our members in chat, a very active member, Buffalo, posted that there was a big seller right at 71. I saw that and said, hey guys, I agree with Buffalo. I like this. If it breaks this 71 seller, then it might get through the high of day and take off. And that's exactly what happened. It flushed at the end of the day, but it went from 71 all the way to 80. 9 cents on a 71 cent stock is a massive percentage gain. And then it actually closed fairly decent. So it could be worth watching tomorrow. But our target was kind of the 200-day, which it basically got within a penny of. So I'm not calling this one for tomorrow. I do think it should be on watch, for the next week or so. But that was the move I was looking for, and a great heads up by Buffalo to point out a very low risk setup. And we were able to call it in chat for everyone who wanted to take it. All right, I'm done babbling. I'm gonna see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night.